Good evening. We present the news summary. The leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet, described next year's budget as a total disappointment to the majority of Seychellois. He outlined that the government is yet to obtain most of its projects set out in the previous budget and is simply repeating the same issues. He also mentioned that the government is playing political games with the increase announced in social support. For his part, the leader of the government business in the National Assembly, Bernard Georges, said the country is in a better position than it has ever been. In his remarks on the proposed budget for next year, Mr. Georges said the economy was doing remarkably well. He outlined the three main themes of the 2024 budget. These are creating wealth, building up resilience to protect the country against external and internal shock, and improving infrastructure. The statement by both leaders were followed by a general debate in the Assembly. Public documents from Seychelles to China and vice versa will from now on only need an apostille. This follows the entry into force yesterday of the convention abolishing the requirements of legalization of foreign public documents between China and Seychelles. In a joint press conference, the Chinese chargé d'affaires, Mo Jianfang, said the Chinese move could lead to an increase in commercial activities between the two countries. The Registrar of the Supreme Court, Juliana Estico, gave an explanation on what is an apostille.
We are now in the era of a post-COVID-19 era. I think the trade, the commercial activities between China and Seychelles will increase in the near future. In the process of doing business, the apostille and other documents are required. With the entry into force of China to the convention, I think it will facilitate the economic exchange and cooperation between China and Seychelles.
An apostille is a certificate. It is placed on a document to certify that the signature of the person who has signed the document, the seal and the stamp that have been placed on the document, they are genuine. And it is in order for it to be recognized, for the document to be recognized in other countries that are parties to the Hague Convention. There are parties that are not, there are countries that are not parties to the Hague Convention, so those ones, their documents have to be notarized by your notary. And at times, the people, they have difficulty to locate the notary to notarize the document. And so it's a good move that the People's Republic of China, they've done, and this will shorten the process and fast-track everything.
The Poglo Primary School today commemorated World Animal Day, which is normally celebrated on October the 4th. The students brought their pets to school, did presentations on them, describing how they took care of their pets and their habits. Some students and teachers also dressed up as animals and created different objects and food in the form of animals. The aim of the activity was to help students appreciate animals more.
They're all created just like us for a reason, and we need to live in harmony with them. Just like we live in harmony with plants, it involves also the animals. All the living things, we should be living in harmony. And we need to teach the children how to appreciate animals, especially children who are not used to animals every day because of where they live, how they live. They cannot have pets. So we wanted to make a start to help them in that process of appreciating animals. All the different activities that we've organized, we've got quite a number of participants for the different activities. The parents have been very supportive. We thank them for this. And even the teachers has been participating in the activities that we have for today. Yes.
And after this, you think you will continue this activity next year?
Definitely, this is an activity that we've done for our first time this year, and we intend to make it better next year.
The Department of the Blue Economy, in collaboration with the Culture Department, the Seychelles Defense Forces, and Mr. Richard Tubol and other stakeholders organized an exhibition on the history and maritime heritage of Seychelles and the Indian Ocean. The theme for the exhibition is the Seychelles, a voyage in the history of maps from 1482 to 1830. The exhibition is open to the public until the 20th January next year. President Wavel Ramkalawan will attend the first Saudi African Summit in Riyadh on Friday the 10th November. He is attending the summit at the invitation of the King of Saudi Arabia, Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. During the president's absence, Vice President Ahmed Afif will discharge his duties and responsibilities. This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.